This is Bart all grown up, and a complete bum.
Laundry? I pay the rent.
I'll have plenty of money when my lawsuit pays off.
And somehow this is also Bart in the same future being a total playboy.
Wow, now I see why they call you Miss Hoover.
How do these different future timelines exist, and which ones are the best? Well, today, I'll be ranking every episode of The Simpsons set in the future to see which one has the best settings, characters, and plot, scoring each one out of 10. There are a lot of insane Simpsons futures out there, so let's kick things off with Lisa's wedding. Lisa and the rest of the Simpsons turn up at the Renaissance Fair, and Lisa comes across a fortune teller in a tent.
The death card?
It means transition.
That's bad.
Possibly. They seem to be revealing the story of your first love.
The fortune teller is the real deal, apparently, and she has a unique vision for what's going to happen to Lisa in the future.
Hey, watch it! That man is instantly the most annoying for a soy-based snack will calm me down.
Oh, they're doing a meet cute. Or a meet rage. Lisa does not like that boy. But hey, that's just about the start of every Hallmark romance ever, so. This guy, Hugh, takes the lift to the library only to find out that the guy has checked out the only book that she needs. This is going to turn into a brawl, but what if they worked together?
Finish this page.
Ages ago? I'll get the dictionary. You'll see when you get there, the word's stochastic.
Pertaining to a process involving a randomly...
Look at those sparks fly. No, I mean literally, look at those sparks.
First they hate each other, now all of a sudden they love each other.
Of course not, you're a robot.
Talk about losing your head. Lisa of the future is not a robot, though, and all those feelings seem to catch up to them. They start dating, and they understand each other like no other. These two just work together sickeningly so.
Can't bear the thought of being apart from you all summer. Come back with me to Parkfield Manor.
Can we get vegetarian meals at your parents' house?
Yes, we can, Lisa.
When will the world learn?
I don't know. I just don't know.
That is good, because eating animals is wrong.
So very wrong.
Oh, I just puked inside my mouth. Lisa takes things a step further and meets her boyfriend's parents, and gosh, they are snobbish.
Beautiful dinnerware, Mrs. Parkfield.
Thank you, Lisa.
I don't know how we ended up with them.
Delio and Pip Pip and all that. I wonder how they'd react to meeting Homer. That's gonna matter soon, because Hugh has a question for Lisa.
Oh, blast. Go to plan B.
That was long-winded, but sweet anyway. Yeah, she calls home to tell her parents that she's getting married to them, but Lisa's concerned about one thing.
Remember when I was little, we'd always plan my dream wedding, and you always promised to...
Oh, don't worry, honey. I guarantee your father will behave. This? Oh, no, I've just got a touch of the rheumatism.
Oh, she's for sure right to be worried. The first thing that Homer would do would be to destroy everything that they just put together. I can just picture him falling and somehow wrecking the entire venue. Speaking of which, we finally see Bart, and he has the perfect job.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good heavens. Imagine him and Homer together at Lisa's wedding. This is going to be a massacre. But a worse disaster is coming up even before the wedding. Hugh has to meet the family. Cross everything you have, Lisa, because this won't be pretty.
Oh, Lisa!
What do you think of that?
Yeah, it went about as well as I thought it would. But now it's time for dinner. But wait, it's the future. Does that mean we finally get to hear Maggie talk?
And on the side, I promote local tough man contests.
So, Hugh, have you heard all the latest American jokes?
Yes, we have that one in England, too.
I said pull my finger.
Mom?
Maggie, don't talk with your mouth full.
Still the silent child, huh? Pretty much the opposite of everyone else in the family, which is something Hugh was going to learn on his night out with Homer.
He's driving on the left. Makes it...
Run, kid! Run! When Lisa meets him at the end of the night, he looks like he's been through it.
How'd you get that gash on your forehead?
Oh, that was when we hid in the dumpster.
You are so good to put up with all of this.
We have a big day ahead of us tomorrow. Long day.
Big, long day, huh? Looks like someone may be having second thoughts. Don't you dare break that spiky-haired girl's heart. I mean, look at her in that wedding dress. She looks so ready.
Looking at you makes me want to get married for a third time. They made a really nice exotic dancer the other night at Hugh's bachelor party.
Bart being married 3 times and divorced just makes so much sense. That kid can never stick to anything. Elsewhere, Hugh is having the conversation no one should have to suffer through ever, introducing his posh parents to Homer.
Dad, meet Homer Simpson.
You know what's great about you English? Octopussy. Man, I must have seen that movie twice.
Yes. Well, that's not too bad.
So good so far, but for how long? But maybe Homer's actually better than we give him credit for. He even did the whole father getting emotional about his daughter getting married thing, but his feelings may be a tiny bit hurt.
Hey, Dad, did you forget to give those cufflinks to Hugh?
I found them on the nightstand this morning. I guess they weren't his cup of tea. Don't worry about it.
I'm sure he just forgot.
See, Hugh agreed to wear them earlier, and now this? Eesh, that's a red flag.
I know they look a little silly, but his feelings will be hurt if you...
You know, I've attempted to enjoy your family, and frankly, I'll be quite relieved when we get back to England and we won't have to deal with them.
Oh, Hugh. The Simpsons may fight all the time and curse and break things, but they don't cut each other out of their lives. There's no chance that happens.
You're like a flower that grew out of a pot of dirt. Oh, come on, you complain about them more than anyone.
And I don't think you understand that.
Does he chase after her? I mean, come on, you can't let the one go like that.
The wedding has been called off.
Oh, yeah, he's a meanie. Yeah, Lisa could do better than that. At least his vision gave her a different perspective on her life. Just for the setting to be so realistic, this one gets a 7. The plot is actually emotional, so it gets a 9, but the characters do fall short a bit, as we don't really get anything too different from what they're usually like, so that's a 5. That brings the total to 21. Our next future timeline is yet another vision of the future, and we get it in the episode Bart to the Future. Bart sneaks off and their family decide to go on a family camping trip, but they go to a Native American casino. Not exactly a natural place for a picnic. Of course, Homer gambles more than he should and ends up gambling Bart away.
I foresee a life of bitterness and failure for you, Bart Simpson. Your father just took out a second mortgage down...
I thought maybe you were some kind of Indian mystic who could tell the future.
But hey, he's a mystic who can see the future, and he even wants to show Bart what's waiting for him. I'm sure that he's going to do great, but given this is Bart, you can never really tell.
Check. Hello, Capital City.
Any clean towels?
Nah, use this.
You could at least do some laundry. I pay the rent.
That's just sad, even for Bart. Crashing in his friend's house like that and broke, you'd think he'd use his ingenuity to end up doing something good, but nah, he's just being the bum he always knew he could be. Bart does get a gig for his band, but he needs some money. Luckily, he can always depend on his family.
I just need a little moolah to get my imp out of hock.
Oh, I'm tired of giving you money.
How about a little loanski?
Why can't you be more like Lisa?
I am so sick of hearing about Lisa.
This version of Bart is just sad. Can't blame Homer for not wanting to give him any money, but Bart knows another person who can help him.
Oh, hi, Bart. How much this time? Bart, you're never gonna grow up if I keep bailing you out.
Then please, help me help myself.
Oh, all right.
He gets the money, sure. The gig is real, sure, but there's just one problem. His band sucks.
Wasted once more in...
Get off the stage!
Need more power. The shield won't...
It's just getting more depressing. I mean, he was always playing truant as a kid, but this is a new low. At least he has Lisa, who just became the president. But wait, who was the president before her?
As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump. How bad is it, Secretary Van Houten?
President Trump? This episode came out before all that happened. They predicted that. They even predicted the tanking economy, too. I'm telling you, they have a time machine. Anyway, back to the story. Bart decides to move into the sister of the president. Poor her.
Hey, you guys owe me a Frisbee.
Bart, get out of here. Maybe you should try doing something with your life.
He's really put the mooch in mooching. He even decides to get involved in her broadcasts to the nation.
Good night, America.
And we're out.
Secret Service!
Tape! He said tape! Oh!
Bart completely deserves anything that Lisa decides to do to him because he's really messing up the whole country here, but she decides that he's going to have to help them with a totally real job.
Secretary of Keeping It Real.
You really asking for my help?
I want you and your pals to go away to Camp David.
Well, if my country needs me...
She's just getting him out of her hair, isn't she? Yeah, she is. He's stupid, but no one is really that stupid. He finally realized that he was being pushed away by his sis just to get him out of the way. But he might have an idea anyway.
You guys should relax. You live longer. You're meeting with debt collectors and you don't want my help? Guys, the thing is, we totally have the money. We tried to call you all day Saturday.
You pay now.
Solid.
Looks like a lifetime of being a bum has equipped him with all the excuses. He even manages to make them all happy.
Thanks, Bart. You bought us some time.
After all that said and done, Bart actually likes what his future's going to be. As for the episode, well, just for predicting Donald Trump as the future president of the United States, the setting gets a high mark of 8. The reality of the plot helps as well with another 7, while the characters get a 6. That's a solid total of 21. But there are more visions of the future waiting for Lisa and Bart. In the episode Future Drama, things get more chaotic. Lisa and Bart fight and end up coming across Professor Frank, who was expecting them.
Bart, Lisa, welcome. I've been expecting you. Your gasps are appropriate because I have perfectly predicted the future.
That does not look too precise, man. By the way, kids, if a man in his basement says he was expecting you, that's your cue to leave. Good thing Frank is a completely wholesome scientist. He just wanted to show them his new device for predicting the future.
Feast your eyes on the wondrous world.
Kids, come down for your prom photo.
Real. That is a real move. Putting aside the horrifying waste of our scarce resources, what are Bart and Lisa up to?
Oh, it's so great. I'm so proud of you. Lisa graduating. Graduating.
What I missed?
We're separated now.
Well, maybe I was partying. Why is it messing you up?
Good for Marge. You just know Patty and Selma threw a whole town-wide parade when that happened. But hey, what about Maggie?
We just got a postcard for Maggie.
Stupid wildlife. Serves them right.
Hey, Lisa.
Millhouse.
This is a horrifyingly realistic version of the future, isn't it? Someone's totally gonna make a The Simpsons predicted it video about this in a few years, I just know it. But hey, glad that even in what appears to be a post-apocalyptic world, proms are still a thing, and Lisa's date is here as well.
Sorry I'm late, Lisa. Just gunning them. I was at the gym totally gunning my lats.
Hey, Jenda, how about some forehead?
Bart, you're looking crooked.
Oh.
Bart can't afford to lose any more brain cells, for crying out loud. Stop headbutting him. Milhouse is jacked. Bart's graduating. He's got a girlfriend. This future's already looking a lot less bleak than the last one. Even Lisa gets what she wants.
Your brother is so hot. I love your dress. Bart tells me you got into Yale.
And I could never afford to go there if I hadn't won the Montgomery Burns Scholarship. Even though McDonald's owns Yale now, it's still a great school. I miss Christmas.
I don't.
Frick yeah, Lisa. And I see Burns completed his Scrooge McGrinch arc as time went on. While Lisa plans on college, though, Bart has different plans for the future.
I think we're ready to go all the way. I love you. Will you marry me?
But marriage is a 3-year commitment. I mean...
You can waitress while I learn to cut meat. I'll drive. We'll never, ever stop. I've got it all figured out.
Oh man, Bart, proposing on prom night is a rookie mistake. There's no way this is gonna end well.
Do you even know what you're gonna do with your life?
We'll live in a trailer, but to avoid paying for parking, I'll drive while you sleep. You can waitress while I learn to cut meat.
Bart, I hate to say this, but I think I outgrew you.
Yeah, I don't blame them for bolting after hearing that. After being dumped, Bart goes to his father for advice, and he takes him to the one place that he knows can make people feel better.
Hey, Mo. Boy, I think I see my tooth.
Why did I ever think I needed a clone?
No wonder Bart turned out this way. Take the boy to the pub after a breakup? Really? Bart decides to get a job to prove to his ex that he's not such a screw-up after all, but that comes with its own dangers.
Bart, I need you to make a delivery to an elderly shut-in. The one with the uniclams.
Which one? Radioactive, smallpox, eternal...
That's Mr. Burns' house. Aw, man, Bart's day is about to go from bad to worse.
Oh, I get it. You can't tip me because your hands are tied.
Don't move, teenage Bart. Dude, this is totally not the time to call me.
Snake looks so old. Also, how the hell is Mr. Burns still alive? By the way, Bart is not someone I want to try and rob. He's got his tricks.
Look, just get me what you're having, all right? What soups do they have?
Oh, blessed urchin.
Or we could just conk him over the head with a giant diamond. Sure, that works too. Hey, maybe this could be a good thing. Mr. Burns wants to give him a prize for saving him.
I'll send you to Yale with the Monty Burns Scholarship.
Once I home invaded this Princeton dude, and he was like totally married.
I can't take your scholarship. It's going to my sister.
The ladies love an Ivy Leaguer.
They do?
Oh boy, this isn't good. He's gonna break Lisa's heart. The man shouldn't be going to Yale in the first place. Lisa seems to agree as well.
I'm going to Yale.
I don't want to go to the same college as you. My life! You're gonna wreck my life!
Maybe Homer was right all along, and it was always better to just choke him. If he had a conscience, he would not be going to Yale. His future prospects actually gets him back together with his girl, but our boy Bart does have a conscience, so he decides to take a peek into what Lisa's life would look like if she doesn't get into Yale.
You know, I was thinking of taking a poetry class at the community college.
I can't let that happen. I gotta go.
Listen, Bart.
Oh, that's bleak. But this is just what Bart needed to see. Turns out he loves his sister after all.
Look, I'm not taking the scholarship.
And you will.
And my brain is put in a
pauper's grave.
Aww. Except for the dying 1 minute later part. So, how do I rank the episode? The setting isn't really anything special, so we're giving it a 4, but the plot is definitely way more interesting with a 7. And the characters are great, especially the arc Bart has. That's an 8 for sure. Total of 18. Now, that was quite the heavy episode, but hey, this next one, Holidays of Future Past, is one long vacation. Things start off with Thanksgiving dinner ending, but Marge is not quite ready to let people get out of the holiday spirit.
I hereby declare Thanksgiving dinner officially over. Which means
Christmas card photos!
Yep.
Why does Maggie look so scared, too? How many Christmas photos has she taken? It's not that deep anyway. The family gather around and we get a cute montage.
It may seem like you're under some kind of spell. You're walking on sunshine, feeling extra well. You're all smiles, happy as you can be.
Well, we're in the future now, and things have changed a lot.
You've been civilized, baby. Welcome to civilization. Hey, said it ain't the weekend, and it ain't the wine. Said it's not the food you eat, making you feel so fine. It's not your fate.
Maggie's a rock star, Lisa's married, at least they got Bart out of the house. But why does it look like he's a bum again? Well, it's 30 years later, he lives in a crappy apartment in his old school and looks like crap, but at least he's got 2 kids.
You know, I can hear everything you say during crossfades.
Mom says you have to watch us over the holidays. Christmas with you is gonna suck.
She says you're our dad and you need to act like it. You're wrong. This is gonna be your best Christmas ever.
Really?
Never mind, he's a complete bum. These kids have no hope if they gotta stay with him. Meanwhile, it looks like Lisa has problems of her own.
Hi, Zia. How did you do on your math test?
Thanks for asking.
How did my daughter turn into my brother?
When we had her, they used only the best genetic material.
You parked the car. That helped.
I guess.
That Simpsons gene had to go somewhere. Looks like Lisa will have to deal with the underachievers her whole life. Bart and Lisa with kids seems wrong somehow, especially Bart, but at least Maggie's a rock star and doesn't do that.
Wait, Maggie, but until this baby comes, I don't want you to make a sound. I'm sorry, but now, can you tell me who the father is?
We will not. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to watch the football match.
Oh boy, and we still don't get to hear her voice. This sucks. Anyway, it's the holidays, so it's for a family reunion.
Oh, ma'am, you really shouldn't teleport when you're pregnant. I'm afraid your only choice is...
At least they treat the luggage the same way they do now. Apocalyptic air travel aside, at least the entire family's getting back together. Lisa and her family show up, so let the bonding commence.
68% of the original share is playing. Sometimes I wish strangling your kid was still legal.
Oh, honey, why don't you just relax and bake something?
I am trying to deal with my disrespectful daughter, but you are too clueless to understand what that's like.
Still legal? Wait, that explains so much. No wonder nobody ever tried to stop Homer from strangling Bart. By the way, Maggie survived the flight somehow and finally arrives in Springfield.
Computer, hospital. Gloves, hospital.
What the hell happened to Springfield? It's a total wasteland. While she suffers at the hospital, the rest of the Simpsons siblings actually do some bonding.
Never made in this house, but that is not the point.
Well, Mom kept her hands off you and you turned out great. You're the person I always wanted to be.
Aw, indeed. But while these two are bonding and the rest of the family celebrating, Maggie's living through a nightmare.
I'm sorry, but there's no room at the inn.
Lady, this is Maggie Simpson. She just played a sold-out show in Beijing.
Let me see. We do have a little room in the mangier wing.
Oh, I see what they're doing. They're totally going for like a Lost reference or a Bible reference. I could see it going either way. Marge finally hears about Maggie and her dire situation, so she rushes over, while Lisa delves into cyberspace to finally connect with her daughter, but she's in for a wholesome surprise.
I thought I would find...
What, me flashing my on unripemelons.com?
No, I'm sorry I spied on you. My daughter looks up to me.
I look up to both my parents.
Could somebody FedEx me a prayer mat? And quick!
Aw, that girl may not be as bad as Bart after all.
But I especially look up to you.
Yeah, no, she is. She's definitely as bad as Bart. Meanwhile, Bart is trying to connect with his own sons as well.
Boys, I'm a deadbeat dad. It's Christmas. The only thing worth anything in my life is you.
You've taught us the meaning of Christmas.
A happy ending for everyone. Oh, wait, I forgot about Maggie.
Everyone, it's a girl.
So, who's the father? If there's one day a year to give unwed mothers a break, it's Christmas.
Smile while the pets take our picture.
Funny how they evolved and we didn't.
The father's probably one of her 3 band members. Who knows who it actually is? I'm not qualified to say. So yeah, this episode was a solid one, delving into the interpersonal relationships of all the characters. The setting's definitely a bit more interesting than the last one, so we'll give it a 7. For the plot and the characters deserve a 9 and 9 respectively, bringing it to an extraordinary 25. I really like this episode. Let's take a look at the leaderboard here. We're 4 episodes in and we see the leaderboard has taken a distinct shape already. Holidays of Future Past sits at the top with 25, while Lisa's Wedding is next with 21, followed by Bart to the Future being at 21. And finally at the bottom is Future Drama with only 18 points. Let's see if the 5th episode can change things up here with Days of Future Future. Oh look, it's another typical day in the Simpsons house. You can hear the birds calling, see the sun rising, feel the dew on the grass, and...
Please let it be a bear that did this. Homie, you can't keep doing this to yourself. Horses only live 30 years. What? If you could just ease up on the eating after 3 a.m. That's all I ask.
Someone teach this man some sort of restraint. Poor Marge, but Homer actually feels bad. He decides to go upstairs, take his wife in his arms, and tell her he's finally gonna live a healthy life.
Marge is right. Legs pumping, blood flowing. Oh, go, go! Pepperoni! All that's left are clever last words.
And that was bound to happen. The fact that he lived so long was actually a miracle. But there is another miracle waiting for the heartbroken family at the funeral.
I'm number 2.
You're alive!
I was able to put Homer's memories in the body of a clone. I wanted to clone a sheep, but I needed to start with something simpler.
Hey, he's back again. After all that, at least he'll have learned something. Actually, who am I kidding? There's no chance this guy learns a thing.
Amen, baby. Did you make potato salad for the wake?
That man sure loved potato salad.
Yeah, what'd I tell you? This guy needs help. Like, actual help. Cue the montage of this guy wasting an opportunity that most guys would kill for.
Oh, I planted a Western history chip, but all you retained were the places to sit down.
Homer, you'll be all right, but no solid food for 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks?
For crying out loud, let him die. For the love of Marge, let him die. That woman has suffered enough. When will enough be enough?
All is not lost. I was able to download Homer's brain.
Yo, where's my body?
Oh, you used up all your clones, you fat pig. From now on, you're just going to be a face on a monitor. So enjoy screensaver mode.
Let me just say this once.
Okay, finally, but this may be worse. But yeah, this time even Marge has had enough. She kicks Digital Homer out of the house to live with Bart.
You're perfect for each other.
That hurts like a mother...
So, Dad, what do you think of my place?
Why, you little... I'll teach you to emulate my sloppiness!
Here's your mom's house. Hi, Jerry.
Hey, Bart, great to see you, man. How are you?
Yeah, this one lines up with the other future episode somehow. So what's Lisa up to in this kind of different, kind of same version of the future?
Brains!
Devised for zombie vegans. Or zegans. Actually, Terrence, this is a synthetic substance. What are you doing here?
You weren't answering your phone. I was worried you might have been bitten.
Look at that, helping out the less fortunate. The less fortunate being zombies is something we're just gonna gloss over. At least she's somewhat happily married. Bart, on the other hand, is running around town looking for help to get over his ex-wife.
After this procedure, you will have total closure from your divorce. It'll be over before I finish this sentence.
I'm completely over my ex-wife. Wow, it works. Do you take wedding bands as tips?
Put it in the jar.
You know, that's not the sort of electrocution I thought was waiting for Bart's future. Here's where things get weird. Milhouse gets bitten and turns into a frackin' zombie.
The old Millhouse would have been helpless with an asthma attack. I love how you're dropping all your definite articles.
Wait, does Lisa actually like him with zombieism? She's always been a little weird, but I didn't know she was that weird. But let's head back to Bart for a bit. He's moved on, and this time he's not committing to just one person.
Wow, now I see why they call you Miss Hoover. So, was it good for you?
Good is not a concept in my culture!
Bart's a real Casanova, who would have known? He should be careful, though. Just when he has everything sorted, that's when the ex comes back.
You boys look happy.
Jerry moved out.
Yeah, but Mom's sad.
I just put in a saltwater tank where he could shed his exoskeleton. I thought he was the one, Bart.
He's the fool. You're great. I don't have to say anything. Believe me, no guy wants to see his ex looking hot or being sweet.
Wow. Wow, you've really grown.
Hey, Dad, can you watch the boys?
Sure. Buddy, to Moe's.
Don't fall for it, Bart. Getting back together with the ex never goes well. Never. And no, I'm definitely not speaking from personal experience. Thank you very much.
You know, I knew it. This is supposed to be us time.
Well, you're not paying attention to me. You're texting. If I wasn't paying attention, then how did I notice you not paying attention to my not paying attention? They are. You're 4 years older.
Wow.
Who could have predicted that? These two were never meant to be together. Don't worry, though. He's headed directly to the one place that the Simpsons know to go every time things get hard.
Hey, Bart, what'll it be?
A tall beer and no judgmental women. What are you doing here?
I have to decide whether to make Millhouse. I even prefer the way he smells now.
Fool, you two don't know what a rough marriage is.
Mom, I gotta know, once and for all, what is the secret?
This family has a problem. If all three people, the ones who are alive at least, end up in the pub together, they need therapy. Marge tells them to suck it up and follow their hearts, which for her means spending the rest of her life with Homer. Hey, that's actually pretty sweet. Oh, wait, what is she doing?
Wait, Mom, does that mean you're gonna take Dad back?
I'm gonna join him forever.
I can't tell if that was love, suicide, or a really boring video game.
Did Homer just eat her? I swear, even as a digital consciousness, he can't stop himself from eating. But wait, something's not right here.
Wait, what am I doing back here?
You never left. Everything that you experienced between when I flipped the switch and now was just a neural implant in your temporal lobe. It was all a dream. And now you can go home. I'm positive.
It's a whole new day for nothing stew.
Oh, thank frick. This means that Homer didn't actually eat Marge, but dang it, I hate endings that are just like, oh, it's all in a dream. Get more imaginative, guys. Homer's still a digital consciousness, and he gets uploaded into a robot in the end, so I guess it's not all a dream. This was an insane episode, but I gotta say that while that setting is definitely an 8, the plot really holds this one back for me. It's sitting at a 2. The characters sucked as well, so that's a low 4. Yeesh, that is a grand total of 14 for this one. Let's hope the next one's a bit better. This time it's a parody of the movie that took 12 years to make, Boyhood. Except here, it's called Barthood. We start off with what happens to be a heartfelt moment, but it's really not.
Why is grass green?
So you can find your damn golf ball.
Why is blood red?
Why do you ask?
It's coming out your ear.
Oh! Well, now I have a question for you. Why did you leave your toy car on the stairs?
So you'll be staying with Grandpa while you're...
Don't let him near me. Ow!
That kid is a homicidal maniac, I tell you. There's really no way he should be allowed in public. Then again, his father does strangle him regularly, so maybe he had it coming. Fast forward 2 years, and well, he's still Bart, mischievous and all, but with a torch of that early childhood innocence.
Boy, you've ruined our kitchen. This is a place of... Do you understand?
But...
Homer, please, please.
Do you like my drawing?
Well, it's ruined our kitchen!
The kid's got talent. It's actually a good painting. But then again, Homer is physically incapable of not yelling at his kids. To rectify his bad dadness, Homer goes to a therapist that tells him he needs to take his son camping. Let's see how that goes.
It's the sound of an ice machine. For the registration desk. Come on, let's go hunt.
Ender Chuck passes ahead to Hamilton. It's too far in front.
The TV is north of the bed.
Learning this new remote really took something out of me. Woo! Crazy buttons.
He's really gunning for that Worst Father of the Year award, isn't he? This kid needs better, but hey, Homer actually has some kind of words for him for once.
You're gonna be glad to have a sister. I love you both 40%. I'll be proud to.
Poor Bart. Growing up in the shadow of Lisa can't be easy. Homer better put that bumper sticker on his car, or so help me frick.
Ooh, both those bumper stickers mean so much to me.
For crying out loud, man, you only had one thing to do. I've never wanted to physically assault Homer more, but like, here we are. We get another time skip and we're in the future now. Bart's actually growing up and it's even his birthday.
Oh my God, I'm student of the month for 48 consecutive months.
Great, honey. You know, it is Bart's birthday.
Just let me fix this. This is fine. Now it's all about you.
I'll go get him.
You know what? I blame Lisa for this one. Couldn't keep your mouth shut for 5 minutes, huh? There's at least one man in his life who cares about what he wants, though.
Now, come get your birthday present.
I've been asking my parents for this.
Now, get out before I say something else preposterous.
Aw, isn't that sweet? And look, another time skip. Bart's 15 now and looks like he's some eyeliner and leather pants away from going full-on emo. Lisa continues to excel in life and she's about to go away to camp, but first, Marge has a warning for Homer.
So, boy, look at this. I'm glad we got the whole summer, because we got
a lot to talk about, sure. He's gonna head to Moe's and leave Bart alone, isn't he?
Well, I'm glad I told you that before I died. Sort it out, huh?
Yeah, he may win the Worst Father of All Time prize at this rate. Of course, Bart immediately throws a party complete with vandalism, underage drinking, and weed?
Hey, idiots! The bong stays in the treehouse! Are you crazy? What if the cops come? You're here too?
Yeah, must be weird for you. And think about this, man.
The bar just keeps going lower and lower. Let's see if he can make things even worse, shall we?
Boy, when you arrived, I was terrified. I had responsibilities.
A misunderstood guy who wants his family to love him. Truth is, I'm just like you. Oh, I'm so glad we're sharing this.
Damn it, Homer. You ruin everything.
Yeah, no, there's no version of Homer that should ever have a kid. Bart, understandably upset, heads out to talk to the one adult that cares about him.
Grandpa, gotta talk to Grandpa.
If you ever get a chance to pitch woo at Myrna Loy, take it.
I think my heart just shattered. He decides then and there to follow his passion and joins the BMX championship where he finally has a chance to shine. Given that he wins, of course, and with a trick like this, why wouldn't he?
I'm doing it. Finally, I'm me. No!
Lisa really casts a huge shadow. Poor Bart. Not only is she good at studies and everything else, she even has to be the one to save his life after wiping out hard. It kind of goes on like this for the next couple years, until it all comes to a head at his best friend's graduation party.
You're the most amazing thing at this party.
Well, excuse me.
Ugh, I'm not even the best.
Yeah, I do. I'm going to Yale. I am sick and tired of you blaming me. You're a hell of an artist.
You...
Hey, Lisa actually cares. This just got really wholesome. This was something Homer should have done like eons ago, but he's still useless. Things changed for Bart after that, and when we see him next, things have turned around in a big way.
Well, you told me I was an artist, and you were right. I get to write on the walls.
I do notice.
Why don't I buy you and your boyfriend a couple beers?
That would be nice. Oh.
My heart is melting! Hey, this guy was always meant to be an artist. Even if Homer trashed his first big painting, Horrible Father does not even begin to describe him. The setting of this episode was pretty good and gets an 8. The plot really built on Bart's story properly, so we're giving it another 8. Even the characters are pretty good. We'll give it a 9. So a very strong 25 in total. Bart got his own future episode, now Lisa gets hers. In the episode Mr. Lisa's Opus, a Lisa set far in the future decides to look back on her life in her essay for Harvard.
Harvard College, admissions essay. Lisa M. Simpson.
A voice that would make a rhino stick its horn up its butt?
Why, you
come
little
on,
non-voting... What the...
At least Homer never changes. That man will be choking Bart well into his 80s. Back to Lisa, she's more focused on her past in this episode, looking back at some important moments in her life, and what's more important than your parents forgetting your birthday?
I give up. Well, of course, honey.
Lisa, sweetie, I know why you're excited. Happy hour at most was
Dang, not even a birthday wish on her birthday. She ends up having to remind her father, for goodness sakes.
Yes?
It's your birthday!
Optimism, you're back.
It's little Lisa's birthday!
Not me.
At least they had a cute little celebration after that, but as she continues writing, it turns out they kept forgetting her birthday. Until her 14th, when they all went out, they even brought back Leon Kompowski to redo a classic.
Take advice from then a man who...
Lisa, it's your birthday.
Thank you. It's a wonderful cake.
Happy birthday, Lisa. We miss you in 2nd grade.
She got gifts and birthday wishes from everyone this time, but Lisa's birthday turns chaotic when she finds a letter from her mother addressed to her father.
Read me. Come on, help a letter out.
Dear Homer.
Since we married, so I'm taking the kids and opening...
Is Mom really leaving Dad?
Well, that's not what you want to find out on your birthday. Lisa does not think her mother leaving is a good idea and decides that she's going to stop it, but I'm like... Girl, imagine your life in a bed and breakfast no longer weighed down by that giant doofus. Speaking of which, guess who's at a bar during his daughter's birthday?
The job keeps me young, huh?
Mom is gonna leave you.
Sweetie, marriages are like water heaters.
Mom packed her bags.
With suitcase, because she won't get more than a block away with that.
She fixed the wheel.
At least fight for it, man. Marge and the family are the only good things you got going for you. I'll give it to him, though. He tries to make things better by talking to Ned Flanders, who helps him get over his addiction.
Let's celebrate your birthday. So sorry.
He did quit, for good.
Now, if only someone would help Barney. Homer giving up alcohol actually saves his marriage. We head back to the present now. Lisa sends in her essay about her weird life, and what do you know? She gets accepted into Harvard. She moves in to meet her new roommate.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I played at Kenny G's funeral. My parents forgot my birthday 3 times. While you were feeling inferior,
It's been barely a minute, and Lisa's already feeling inferior to someone. Classic. At least someone's having a good time, though.
Well, at least...
I'll pay!
Tell him I have 2 kids.
You always know what to say, Bart.
How does he already have 2 kids? That makes no sense. They seem to want the timelines to match up with the other future episodes, but Bart's kids have always been younger than Lisa's. Or what, he had 2 other kids at the age of 20? Forget it. Who cares about continuity anyway? It's The Simpsons. Let's just meet Lisa's other roommate.
Today I was hoping I would meet
a lifelong friend. Here I am!
730 verbal, 790 math, 800 telekinesis.
I have a friend. After that day, I never looked back, looking back.
Another musician. They really recruit them in numbers at Harvard. But good for Lisa, everyone needs that one friend.
But I never doubted that who I am was good enough.
This episode's actually really cute and really touching. This one was a bit different from our usual episode of The Simpsons. The setting gets a good 8, the plot a good 6, and the characters an 8. Close, but no cigar there, so that's 22. The next one's about Lisa as well, but instead of it being about her going to college, it's a rather different future for Lisa in the episode Mother and Child Reunion. Instead of directly heading into the future in this one, the Simpsons wander into a magic shop.
Will you 2 ever stop?
Is it the future you seek? Well then, I bought, but never use. Let us see what the tarot cards have to say.
Tarot cards don't work.
Tarot cards, huh? Reminds me of a different fortune teller. At least his predictions seem to be on point.
Madam President. Now let us see what happens to Homer and Bart.
How does he know our names?
Good news, Homer. In the future, you stop drinking. and the boy becomes a fine person.
Reverse 'em, predict 'em!
It's licorice. Have some.
Now that's the kind of continuity I like to see. Unfortunately, the man's not done. Not every cloud has a silver lining, and this is where things kind of diverge from the usual timeline a bit.
There will be years of trouble between Marge and Lisa.
Why are you saying that? What's wrong? Do I get waitlisted?
For the life of me, I'd have said it'd be Bart who'd caused issues with his parents, but it turns out it's Lisa. Remember how Lisa got accepted to a bunch of colleges and happily picked Harvard? Well, we kind of pick up around that part of the story.
I was asleep. They all lost their glitter when Netflix bought Yale.
Well, you will be the first Simpson to ever finish college.
Why should I go to college? I've become a master. Booyah!
Remember also how Lisa always wanted to go to college? Well, things have changed, apparently.
Today you get in.
College costs a fortune, and all you get is a piece of paper with your name on it. So the only people who can actually read it, and last I checked, none of them are handing out jobs.
Oh man, Lisa does not care about college anymore. Say it isn't so. This just does not seem real at all. The results come, and predictably she's gotten into all of them. But she's not really excited about it. These people are, though.
A Simpson got into college,
and I just never applied.
Congratulations, Lisa. Which one are you going to choose?
All right. That's actually a lot of pressure to put on a young lady, but she's got a bomb to drop.
I'm not going to college.
Marge, nobody knows comedy like I don't. She's not joking.
She's not going to a college. Marge can't believe it. She's heartbroken. She begs Lisa to choose, but she's just not doing it. This puts a tiny strain on their relationship.
I just wanted to say one thing. I'm sorry, but could you have decided you didn't want to go to college? College tours of colleges you were
Could it be that I'm finally the favorite parent?
Lisa not wanting to go to college is definitely a departure, but Marge's behavior is really something else here. Lisa decides if she's not going to go to college, she'll at least get a job.
Oh! Should have held on the hard knave of cups.
I have no regrets. I have no regrets.
Why did I waste 30 minutes training you? Pom!
Yeah, maybe she should have gone to college, but maybe she was always supposed to be there because she gets an idea. She knows what to do with her life now.
I'm not going to learn. I'm going to teach. Individualized and accessible to children who fall through the cracks. Workman's comp. On my way! Welcome to the boundless horizon.
Hey, this may be just what she needed. This could be what the world needs. A more educated society thanks to Lisa. She even knows how to go about reaching these kids.
And you'll say I was your most influential person. Well, I'm going to use every trick there is. I'll teach Shakespeare using dances from TikTok. Out, damn spot.
Her incredible lameness has me riveted.
Cringe as it may be, but it works out. The program was super successful. She opened up a bunch of franchises around the country, got elected superintendent of Springfield, and she just kept going up from there.
I'm not gonna let some stupid, nasty, homely woman, son!
Beloved superintendent of schools, Lisa Simpson is now running for governor.
Lisa Simpson, governor of Indiana, is running for president. Nate Silver analyzes.
Obviously, she's not going to stop being governor. You saw the tarot card from the start of the episode. You know what's next.
This just in. Lisa Simpson has been elected the 8th president who did not go to college. Think about that when you're paying your student loans. Stephanopoulos out.
Marge still somehow cares that Lisa didn't end up going to college decades later. Their relationship remains fraught, but there's somebody who's still on her side.
I almost hugged you.
Well, I almost wish you had. I know what you need.
Why did you bring that here?
A, it's legal. B, somehow still cool. And C.
You know how Lisa didn't go to college this time? Get this, Bart is super successful now. He owns a weed company, 3 NBA teams. How the hell he pulled that off isn't stated in the episode though. But now it's time for the mother and child reunion.
Where's my mom translator?
You constantly let me down. You were never really in my corner. I meant what I said, and I will stick to it. But no matter what.
Not the way I'd go with communicating, but my golly goober, at least it's happening.
That's nice to hear.
I love you so much. Oh. This translator is fantastic.
Aw, that's a touching moment. Only marred slightly by the fact that Disney owns the government in the future. Not my favorite episode. For the setting, it gets a 6. Nothing really stands out in this one, since, I mean, there's been a lot of future episodes we talked about. The plot's just a 4, man. It's way too inconsistent with pretty much everything they've set up. And speaking of inconsistent, the characters get a 3. They act so differently from their usual characterizations, I don't like it. That's a total of 13 points. With a final leaderboard update at the end, we have a winner. Holidays of Future Past and Barthood both eked out at 25, but we're going to give the clear winner to Holidays of Future Past because I'm biased, and Mr. Lisa's Opus is third with 22. On the other side of things, though, the bottom 2 episodes are Days of Future Future, hitting a measly 14 points, and Mother and Child Reunion doing worse with 13. Well, that's it for the Simpsons episodes set in the future. Feel free to click the link on the screen for more animated goodness, and as always, guys, thank you all very much for watching.